very hot splits, just like Zach Manelli did the week before. So I don't think there's a lot to be upset about from last week with Zach Manelli. Third went number 4, Zipping Rambo, who a lot of people have gotten around. The move has been quite serious. And fourth, number 2, We the People. But I'm with Stanley Road here, Mark, to hopefully cut back from the rear of the field and storm home.
This has been some sort of a betting move for Zipping Rambo. $12 earlier in the week, $6.50 this morning. Got as low as $3.60, now sitting at $3.80 tab fixed odds. Zach Manelli, there have been a few big bets roll through for him. The son of Barsha Bale, of course, now with Lynn Smith. Draws ideally, was beaten last week as a hot pot. Looking for Group 1 win number 2 after taking out the Galaxy over in Western Australia. Going back a little over a month ago. Greyhounds are behind the start for the Group 1 RSN Sandown Cup final of 2021. Let's take it to James Vandermeer for the call.
27 out of 51, 2 starts, track and distance, a win and a placing. Trialled for the Speed Star, 33.84. He's had a very good preparation coming into this Sandown Cup. And he carries the hopes of the punters out there. Probably, though, the best back, Zipping Rambo, number 4, as he develops himself into a stayer. He's at around $3.70, $5 Stanley Road. And it was the champ, Tornado Tears, who led them around to the boxes. Recent winner of this great race as they arrive at the start now. RSN, Sandown Cup final of 2021. 715 metres, the ultimate staying test, and the starting signal. Runners are moving in. Getting set now. 7.15. Zach Manelli to run favourite. He's at $2.90. Drifting favourite, box 1. And they're nearly set. Last of them placed away for the premier staying race, the RSN Sandown Cup. Green light, ready to go. Racing now, Zach Manelli began well from the inside. Tyler Durden's going to charge across though. Tyler Durden takes the lead early in the Sandown Cup. 2 lengths, Zach Manelli, Zipping Rambo to 3rd. And then Sir Truculent, Muggy Moo Moo. Followed then by Stanley Rote, We the People and Kenny the Brute last. Tyler Durden sets a cracking tempo. Led by 3 lengths to Zach Manelli and Zipping Rambo. They've gone 5 lengths then to Sir Truculent, Stanley Road. Well back to Maggie Moo Moo, We the People and Kenny the Brute last. Tyler Durden led them all. A length and a half to Zipping Rambo. They've broken clear to Stanley Road as they turn. The rail now for Zipping Rambo. Goes through in the Sandown Cup to take the lead. Late Stanley Road. Zipping Rambo won the Sandown Cup. Zipping Rambo by a length and a half. Stanley Road the eye catcher. 3rd Tyler Durden. And then Maggie Moo Moo. Followed by Sir Truculent, We the People. No luck for Zach Manelli. Last in Kenny the Brute. 41.72, and it's Zipping Rambo to win the Sandown Cup. So number 4.
And it has been justified. Zipping Rambo, after his 3rd crack over the 700 metres, has got the job done. And look, it was a race that really changed complexion the longer that it went on. We saw Zach Manelli show that customary early pace. We knew he'd go forward and be able to lead along with Tyler Durden. He repeated that early speed that he's shown last week. And as they sort of went the turn for home, Zach Manelli started to drift back. We'll get reports on him as the night goes on. But then that opened the door for Zipping Rambo. And as that was happening, Stanley Road also found a bit of grief. But as we know, he was still able to click through the gears and end up running seconds in the 2021 RSN Sandown Cup. But full credit to Zipping Rambo. We'll have a speak to his trainer, Mark Delbridge, as he approaches us. And Mark, the move was severe for him during the week. Did you hold the same confidence?
Say that again.
The betting move for him in the market was severe during the week and even leading up to tonight. Did you have the same confidence before the race?
Look, anything could happen. Anything could happen in a races. Like, yeah, as I said, his 2 runs over the 700 have been good. I said it was long as he didn't get checked, but between the 595 boxes and the 500, which he lobbed 3rd, which I was happy, and he wasn't very far off the leader, so I said he did the rest.
The decision to step him up to 700 metres, Was that a hard one to do, or everything he was doing over 600 metres just scream Stayer and scream Sandown Cup given the time of the year?
Oh, not necessarily. As I said, like he was free for all over 595 and 600, so I kind of didn't have a choice. He was either going to run 700 or he wasn't.
You guys have been Group 1 winners in the past with Dinah Dean in the Rookie Rebel at the Meadows. You've now picked up an RSN Sandown Cup, which is the world's premier staying race. As it feels, it feel different from any other, well, the other Group 1 that you've won?
Oh yeah, as I said, I feel a bit wobbly on my feet actually, but yeah, happy for myself and my wife and the owner Gary Black.
And speaking of Gary, he's been a big supporter of yours. He purchased a lot of greyhounds. What's the story behind him picking up this one?
Oh, we just seen him on Facebook for sale, and Gary said I'll buy him, so we did.
And he was an awesome winner of Melbourne Cup night from memory. Back then, did you ever think he'd advance and be a Group 1 performer?
Oh, look, he definitely had the ability, but it just said, yeah, look, no, probably not.
Big win, Mark. Congratulations to you and the family, and also Gary.
No worries, thank you very much.
Mark Delbridge there, the trainer of Zipping Rambo. And Mark, I'll throw it back to you, and this could be, I won't say a dynasty, but I think the start of Zipping Rambo being a very prominent figure in feature-staying races for quite a long time.
Greyhound Racing's newest Group 1 winner, Zipping Rambo. And wow, bookies are really on their knees after this evening. Unbelievable money throughout the week for Zipping Rambo. It continued to come today, has started $4 on the Super Tab tote. $1.80 Stanley Road. Didn't get all the luck in the run, especially after the start. Copped a knock from Maggie Moo Moo and then was pinballed around between that greyhound and Citraculent. Got right back and was very game to run on for second, $1.60. Tyler Durden sprang to the front and was very, very good out in the lead. $2.50, just couldn't maintain that burst, and Maggie Moo Moo runs fourth. 4-6-7-5 after Sandown Park. Race 8, the RSN Sandown Cup final, the 62nd running of the great race at Group 1 level. What a beautiful blue dog. Zipping Rambo is coming back now, and he'll jump right up on the dais, and nothing he's hasn't done before, but this time it's very special because it's at Group 1 level. Unbelievable performance. 4-6-7-5. The time there, 41.72. 41.72 after in the previous, Hank the Hustler went, stand by, 41.59. So 0.13 between the two staying races there this evening here at Sandown Park. You look at some of the wonderful chasers that have won this race in the past. You go back to Tornado Tears back in 2018, Fanta Bale on a couple of occasions, Sweet It Is, and Irma Bale, one of those, of course, beating the great Miata. We go all the way back to some great stayers, Jennifer Linda Britton, unbelievable, and then of course to the great, the arguably best stay we've ever seen in Bold Trees, and Zipping Rambo joins them now by taking out a Group 1, the RSN Sandown Cup. Only third go over 700 metres, and this greyhound has plenty more to come. Like Patch said, we will be seeing much more of him over these sorts of trips, Zipping Rambo. A fantastic performance. 4-6-7-5 after race 8 here from Sandown Park.
Mark, I'll just jump in there, mate. I've just got connections here. I'll have a quick chat to Gary Black, who's the owner of Zipping Rambo. And Gary, that was huge.
Oh, fantastic. It was the best thrill I've ever had.
Been involved in sport for a long time. You purchased a lot of greyhounds. Is this the biggest moment you've ever shared?
Yes, yeah, certainly is. It's a great thrill to win, and Mark and Lisa I've known for many years, and it's great to share that with them. And the Hallinan sold me the dog, and Jason Mackay helped, and it's a great feeling.
I'll let you enjoy the presentations. Get stuck into it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jason.
There's Gary Black, Mark, and look, I've met Gary once at a Ready to Race sale a couple of years ago, and he is a big supporter of the sport. For, as you said, for a long time he's had that partnership with the Delbridge team, and he's not afraid to sort of cough up a fair amount for a good greyhound, and it's not the first good one that he's had. He's had plenty in the past, but this might be the biggest win that, well, as you said, it is the biggest win that he's ever been a part of, and also for Team Delbridge. They've won a Group 1 in the past with Donna Dean, as I mentioned, and one has eluded him with Christo Bale for quite a long time now, but all makes up for it now. Zipping Rambo, 2021 Sandown Cup champ.
Absolutely, Patch. What did you make of the run? I guess in isolation, we know that the betting story around the greyhound is quite remarkable, and I think there'll be plenty paid out by bookies after that win at big prices. In isolation, just got to the perfect spot in running, always had Tyler Durden in his sights, and in the end you knew he was going to be just that little bit stronger late, especially once he wore off Zach Manelli. In the run, really, he was going to win a long way out.
Yeah, it was a good win. I'll have to see the replay once again to really get a good picture of how it all played out, but for Zipping Rambo, it seemed he's got into the nice spot, and those leaders were always going to get a little bit tired late. We see the replay here on screen. Zipping Rambo begins well, just gets beaten for pace, as you'd expect from Tyler Durden and Zach Manelli, and from there, he's going to be the strongest greyhound in the race. Sir Truckling there in third, Stanley Road, and look, he started to make a bit of ground down the back Stanley Road, but once Zach Manelli went amiss and started to slow down, that's what carved up Stanley Road and cost him a crack in that finish with Zipping Rambo. But Rambo, as we've spoken about in the lead up to the race, those past two 700-metre runs has been terrific, and tonight is an absolute cherry on top. As you ran through that great honour roll mark, his name now is next beside some of the best days the sport's ever seen.
The time, Patch, 41.72. 0.13 slower than that of Hank the Hustler.
Yeah, that's about what you'd say he'd go. I think that's probably the best time that he's set so far in his short 700-metre campaign. And yeah, I mean, 41.72 is probably really good. I mean, we saw Tornado Tears here at the track earlier on, and probably his career have probably blurred what's a good time for stays, because he was so freakish. I mean, we wind back the clock probably 5 years, and any greyhound that broke 42 seconds sort of took your attention. You thought, geez, that one's gone really well. But since that era, the polish has taken off, say, a time like 41.72, and that's a good time, especially doing it the way that he did.
Where's young Miles tonight?
It's a great question. I've got no idea, and I should have asked that.
Yeah.
We might have to find out before the night ends.
No, don't worry. You'll be watching at home. G'day to you, Miles, and congratulations to you. Of course, a big family effort, and they've got the Group 1 here. This win actually raises more questions than answers in terms of how good this greyhound could be over the 700-metre trip, Patch, which is very exciting. Actually, beaten Zach Manelli and, of course, Stanley Road, and some seasoned campaigners like Sir Truculent. An exciting future lays ahead.
It does, and look, he's not a spring chicken. He's just turned 3 years of age, or about to turn 3 years of age. So he's probably got 12 months left of racing. We do traditionally see stayers sort of race for a bit longer than what a sprinter would in terms of age, just because the hustle and bustle and nature of stayers isn't as tough as sprinters at the highest level. And you see the replay here again on screen, Mark, and we'll repeat, we'll have to go and find out more information about Zach Manelli and what actually caused him to drift back through the field. But again, it sort of cramped up Stanley Road, and I'm keen to see how well he finished here, Mark. I didn't get the best of view from where I was down near the catching pen, so he's storming. So it would have been interesting to see if he didn't get caught up on that jam just in front of the 595 boxes. But I mean, you can argue that point all day, and the reality is sometimes I just wouldn't have gotten him. Even if there was an extra 15 metres, Zipping Rambo was just the superior stayer.
Let's take full stock. We've had a chat about what has gone on, but individually, we mentioned Zach Manelli. Let's just hope everything's A-OK there with the Group 1 winner. We the People dropped right back out to last, and he's ended up finishing on OK. Obviously hasn't finished in the top 4. Sir Truculent got right back. Zipping Rambo's obviously won the race when finding a striking position, and thankfully managed to miss that bother with Zach Manelli. Maggie Moomoo's run on into fourth. Darren Johnston, I dare say, will be over the moon with that performance. Congratulations to Darren and the rest of the team there in Queensland. Stanley Road flashed home after copping a lot of buffeting in the early part of that race. Tyler Durden, just his second look at 700 was outstanding. And, well, Kenny the Brute there got a little tangled up and wound up at the tail of the field. But some race and plenty to dissect out of it. Tyler Durden, I thought he was brilliant from out in front, and at just his second 700, he'll probably improve too.
You'd say so, and look, he seems to handle the 700. I mean, for some greyhounds, although he has weakened in the latter part, he hasn't exactly dropped out of the field. And you sort of look at that and think there's no way we'll see him over 700 metres again. There's nothing about that. So hopefully we do see him maintain racing over the trip.